see.
Alfonso Ribeiro just like cuts in halfway through. It's like, no, passing it on to Maria Taylor for the halftime show, Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
But in all reality, it's actually the FK the pod coming at you, nice and energetic like here on
That's
this
right.
fine Thursday.
Woo!
As I am your host, Reed Wilson, joined by Seth Butler, the one clapping, and Trent Tatum, the one who said nothing so far. The silent.
Hello.
Oh, there
Sorry.
he is.
He's here.
Beard looking bigger than usual. Beard and mustache looking
Yeah,
bigger
man.
than they.
It's getting long. I told myself I wasn't gonna trim it until my baseball team was done.
Mm-hmm.
And we're done. So maybe next week.
Oh, I thought you were pre-gaming No Shave November. I thought you were just getting a head start on it. So
Yeah.
you don't look like an idiot.
No.
Yeah. That's one way to win the biggest beard competition is you just have a head start on everybody else. But I think you're supposed to shave,
true.
unfortunately,
try not
beforehand.
have hands up. Yeah, I'm not going to do that ever. I don't think.
Yeah.
I will never look like you. I'll never have a mustache. Only, I think.
I might shave the mustache and then grow a beard during the month of November.
Everything but the mustache.
That would be funny. I'd do Abe Lincoln. Yeah. Shout out election season.
That's tough. That's tough.
You should do like the mutton chops or whatever, but like don't have the part that connects to your head and just have the big cheap part.
I just like to keep them separate.
Separate but equal size. Ham chops, whatever they're called. Mutton chops?
Ham chops.
I've had a ham chop before. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I think saying pork chop. Maybe I'll get pork chops. Or maybe I'll get chicken legs. That's what they are. You guys have business to take care of for today.
do. I've got a couple business things I could be taking care of today. I got options. Not in the cup. I got, vodka Coke. And this one spilled a little bit. And then if I want, I have this beer also. But this is that's a 3-drink mixie in the souvenir cup. So I don't know if I'll. It's also 8:30.
It's like a Long Island. You got a Long Island iced tea in your cup.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's like my third favorite kind of tea. After, I think, yeah, it might go sweet, then green, like matcha green, and then that one, and then followed up by oolong, because that's just kind of gas too.
Dude, I'm a big fan of the Earl Grey. Not a huge matcha guy.
Hate the Earl Grey and English breakfast. Got both bad.
I love the smell of an Earl Grey. Like, it smells much better than it tastes. I think it's fine, but like the smell is incredible. It's great.
Oh yeah.
The thing I find about tea is that it doesn't give me that edge that coffee gives me, and it doesn't make me shit. So it's like I don't get to waste time.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like a weaponized laxative.
Yeah, the coffee is great because it's free, and everyone is expected to be drinking 1 to 2 cups of it a day in the corporate world. So that means I get to. I mean, it's 15 minutes max between coffee ingestion and bowel rejection.
Ejection.
Yeah, that's way better. That's a way better way to do.
I've got an office coffee machine qualm to bring up, but first let me take you with what I'm working with tonight, which is a Miller. Which is a Miller Lite, and then obviously I've got the Ryan Stillhorn Memorial Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey Shot in the Christmas coffee mug once again.
Nice. Dude, you know what I just realized? Your shot becomes a more lengthy title, like maybe once a month.
Wait, I thought it was
because it's not just the Ryan Stillhorn Memorial Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey Shot anymore. It's the Ryan Stillhorn Memorial Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey Shot in the Christmas coffee cup.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
okay.
And then he'll break it, and it'll be like in the broken Christmas coffee cup. And then he'll get replaced, the replaced one, and then it'll be like now back inside a shot glass
Yeah. Formerly known as the Ryan Stillhorn Memorial Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey Shot in a Christmas coffee cup. Now just the Ryan Stillhorn Memorial Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey Shot back in a shot glass.
Yeah, nice.
Right.
I mean, eventually we can do the whole podcast. It's just me talking about my shot. So,
hey guys, welcome to FK the pod. Taking any business? Yeah, I'm drinking this. I'm drinking the Ryan Stillhorn Memorial Christmas Cup stored cinnamon whiskey Fireball flavored shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. But anyways, I have one business today. It's my last business.
Yellow business.
It's a Coors Banquet. I bought this back before I got mono.
Oh.
Oh wow.
That's a mononucleosis beer right there.
It's a little aged. Yeah.
It's aged.
It's aged.
It's still got some Blue Mountains on there.
Oh.
Wow. I didn't know they did Blue Mountains on the silver bullets.
They probably don't change color. It's probably
They're just printed blue.
Well, try breathing on it. Like on top.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, put your thumb on it. I don't know.
Okay, now poke a hole in it in the side of it, and then open the top.
Wait, I had it turned the wrong way.
You're trying to shotgun that with your finger? That's a terrible idea.
Dude, you can do that.
He's so strong.
Yeah, but you're also gonna like.
Wait.
Dude, I
don't.
You can't do it. You can't.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm sitting at my computer. I'm not crazy like that.
That's an expensive piece of machinery right there.
That didn't stop me last week.
I'm now 28 years old.
That's right. You might have shotgunned your last beer and you didn't even know it.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, I'm going to take the shot real quick, and I'll tell you about the coffee machine, which is, I'm sure, what everybody's tuned in here for.
From now on, I'm going to shotgun a beer on my birthday every year.
That's a good idea.
I always know when my shot it is.
Still, unfortunately, Reed, one of these days, it'll be your last birthday. Not to get too...
All right, well, then I'm going to shotgun a beer
every day.
I'm going to wake up in the morning, and I'm going to shotgun a beer. I'm going to have a lifetime supply of Keystone locked up in my fridge, because I want it to be... nice
you want it to
light.
be Keystone.
Well, yeah, it's cheap. I'm doing this every day, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of beer.
Shout out to Keith Stone.
Shout out to Keith Stone.
So I work in an office, right?
Oh yeah, office guy. Well, finally you have a job.
Yeah, thanks. There's an employee lounge, okay? And it's also pretty sneaky because the employee lounge, it has a little, like, you know how there's like a little emblem on the door, or like it's like a name tag situation. Normally it says like whose office it is. It just says copy room, but that's a trick because it's not just the coffee room. The copy room, there are copiers in there, but there are also a bunch of tables. You know, there's a fridge, there's a microwave, there are bathrooms in there only for employees.
Okay.
So it's the copy room. One of the things that the copy room also has is like a fancy Keurig machine. Okay. So there's no free coffee provided, but there is a coffee making machine. You just have to provide your own Keurig K-cups. Okay.
I've been in a situation like that before.
You got to provide also a mug. No like little paper coffee cups or anything like that.
Stick your mouth underneath it.
You could.
Right from the tap.
But my issue with this Keurig coffee maker is that this Keurig coffee maker, I don't know what edition it is. I'm kind of out on Keurig as a whole concept. I've abolished the Keurig from my household, put it on the side of the road because it kept on not working. So this Keurig, and a lot of times you don't even figure this out till you already put your K-cup in there and punctured your K-cup with the thing, but it doesn't work, and it's because there's no water reservoir. It's hooked up to the sink, like to the tap.
That's convenient.
Okay.
But most of the time, I don't know if I have to flip a switch. Like, I don't know if I have to be running the sink. There's no like instruction manual. Most of the time, the link between the sink and the Keurig coffee maker just doesn't work. So I walk in there. I made a big investment, right? I got the biggest thing of K-cups because I'm like, I can't just keep on walking over to the Dunkin' Donuts to get a coffee. I'm going to buy a big thing of K-cups. I'm going to save myself so much money. Walk in there, put my K-cup in there, slam the thing shut, hit 10 ounces, which is the biggest size. And then it's like...
Which is a crime. Right?
Isn't it? Just make
10
it bigger.
Ounces? Yeah, that's crazy.
That's 2 ounces more than I was thinking. I feel like I want
that's like 2 ounces less than a normal cup of coffee you get at any store.
Well, a cup of coffee is 8 ounces. I don't know if you've heard
that. No, 8 ounces. Like it's Starbucks. They used to have like, what's it called?
A tall?
It's not even a tall. It's smaller than a tall. It's called a small. I don't think they even have it anymore. That's like 8 ounces, or maybe a tall is 8 ounces, but nobody's getting a tall.
I don't know. Back in my day, a cup was a cup, and a cup
That's
was 8
right.
ounces.
Back in the day, they used to have small and they had tall.
Back in the day, they only had coffee and decaf. They didn't have no pansy-ass K-cups.
It wasn't fair trade either. It was grown from children.
We had the slaves make
Jesus.
Then we had the sweats and shit it out.
But anyway, like right, I get it, right? You want to have a coffee maker that's like, oh, it's like you don't even have to fill up the reservoir. Let me fill up the reservoir. There's not a reservoir I can access. It's a big monolith with like a tube running out the back going to the sink. And like I like open up the thing under the sink and I'm like tinkering with stuff. And then people are coming in the copy room to like make copies or go to the bathroom or whatever. And they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, it doesn't work. And this happens to me like every other day, basically, is I puncture my K-cup in the little thing and then don't get a cup of coffee. So then I waste time trying to fix it. And then I end up having to also walk to Dunkin' Donuts because it's like, if I'm going to the copy room for a cup of coffee, I'm getting a cup of coffee. And then it's like, I'll be back in my office and people are like, Seth, you've been gone for 30 minutes. And it's like, yeah, sorry, I was just getting a cup of coffee.
What are you clock watching for, champ? What are you?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm the only one who's clock watching. Nobody else cares.
Why? It's like, well, no, I'm saying about them. But what's your business whether you go to Dunks or not?
Yeah, man, I don't know. So anyway.
So do you end up ever getting the coffee? Has the Keurig coffee thing worked for you once?
It's worked twice. It's probably not worked. No, it's probably worked 3 or 4 times, and it's not worked 3 or 4 times as well.
Okay. Damn. Yeah, that's brutal. Dude, I think it'd be funny if everybody in your office was just playing a joke on you.
New guy.
Yeah, we hide the reservoir. You know, we make them think this Keurig machine's a monolith, right? And you can't use the cups.
Really, I feel like I'm in Dune. It's like we're rationing the water or something. It's like I have to do something to have access to this water or something.
The Keurig melange over here.
Yeah, the Keurig melange. That's good.
They didn't call it the spice melange once in the movie, and I'm disappointed. They didn't call it melange. I want to hear the funny word in the movie.
Maybe Dune Part 3, melange.
Done 3.
Yeah.
So, have you guys done anything since last pod? Any updates, life updates? I have one short life update.
Yeah, no.
I'll start.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I've been doing the same thing I always do, so I can figure something. I can fill time if you need me. You need to fill there, I got you.
I went to an event on Friday night, at what the insiders are calling a local game store. Okay.
Oh,
there was a new.
So you had some kind of gathering.
Yeah, I was at a gathering. There was a new Magic the Gathering set which released, which is pretty sweet. So
new series. So we're in a new series now, new format. Is that what we're saying?
No, it's just like they release like a new set of cards that have like different themes or whatever, like every couple months.
Planeswalking.
But every Halloween times they do like a spooky edition one. So this spooky edition one, it's kind of like Stranger Things themed. By that I just mean it's like set in like the 80s basically. And they have all these references to like classic horror movies and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. And also some of like the special cards, like not like the regular art you can get, but some of like the special art cards. They have art that's done by the guy who animated who drew the Goosebumps covers.
Oh, shout out R.L. Stine.
So it's pretty cool.
Shout out aliens from another classroom or whatever.
Did R.L. Stine illustrate his own books?
I don't think so.
I doubt it. I mean, he wasn't even putting much effort into the titles, though.
Yeah.
Drawing those pictures, bro. Yeah, oh shit! I turned invisible again. Oh shit! My backpack's invisible.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably publishing like more. I mean, he published a lot back in the day. It was like multiple books per year. But he's probably doing like 10 books a year now. He's just putting him Chat GPT. What if I was invisible and I was in middle school?
Hey, Grok, make me some new fucking things. Dude, I was on X, the Everything Cesspool app, and the algorithm is really working on me. I spend a lot of time on X, but it's also working on it in a way that I don't like it, where I'm like upset about whatever all the time. And it's like I saw someone earnestly reply with a Grok response and say Grok is awesome. Like they like a whole, like 3 paragraph ass tweet as a Grok response. I'm like, is this AI? And then he said it was AI, and then he said it was awesome. So like, one of these days I'll get off the app, and I hope it's soon, but it probably won't be. But anyway, I hope you got. Did you get the Freddy Krueger Planeswalker card?
No, I didn't really.
The Jason Commander.
I got.
Did you get any sick lands?
Yeah, I got some sick lands. That's the one thing I got.
Magic. I know nothing. That's all I tapped. I tapped.
Yeah, I tapped some lands, dude. So the moral of the story is like, well, I ran into one of my coworkers on Friday night. Actually,
Nice.
It's yeah, it should probably make sense there. But like, so Friday night, I lost every game I played.
Okay.
So you made a lot of friends. Yeah, we gotta get this Seth guy back here more often.
Hey, but
like, that's it.
But the gag is, I was hustling him the whole time. I wasn't actually, but I did go back.
Yeah, you had your shitty deck, and then you're gonna come back next time, and you're gonna have all your S rank tier 0 cards in there.
Well, it was like a draft situation, but I went back the next day and I drafted a different deck, and I won all 3 games, thus making me a store champion.
Hey.
And I got to sign a poster that will be hung in the store. So
that's nuts, dude.
So
I'm a champion.
Less people competing the second day.
There were less people competing the second day, but I was much better too. My deck, it was kicking ass, dude. I'm not gonna get too deep into it right here, but like, man, I mean, it was unbeatable. I think. I mean, I did lose like.
Do you get to keep the cards?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
And I made money too, because if you win in one of these tournament things, like. You're rewarded in the form of packs of Magic the Gathering. So it's like
it's pretty convenient.
You
exactly
pay
kind of what you want.
Yeah, so you pay to get the packs to build your deck. You keep all of that. So you pay a little extra. You pay a premium, right, to get to play. But then also if you win, you get extra packs. So it's like I got like, 10 packs for the price of like 4 or something. So it's like
$8, right?
I think they're like $6. I don't know.
Pokemon cards are expensive as hell. I buy them every once in a while, just as like it's kind of cool. Let me see if I get anything cool in them. I'm never gonna play this game, and those are like $9. So like,
dude, there's a vending machine at my grocery store that it's a Pokemon card vending machine. It's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
It has different packs in it. Like, oh, you got the Sword and Shield packs. We got the
I don't know.
Violet
I've
packs.
never tried it, so.
Wow.
I need to give it a shot. Maybe I'll videotape it.
This is a guy who's talking about cards first on this podcast. This is the first guy to talk about playing cards. Never used the playing card vending machine. Okay?
Yeah, that's true. I guess you're right.
But I also played in a card game tournament this weekend, but it was all on my iPad. In between football games, I played a shitload of Yu-Gi-Oh on my iPad.
Yeah.
You were dueling. I see.
Dueling. I'm dueling. I'm dueling. Yeah, I prefer an Eternal format versus Magic, which has a cyclical one, and I don't really care for like the cost of the cards, I don't really want to deal with a complex mana system. I just want to pick up shit and put it down. Like,
hey, my girlfriend Jill, shout out. She was she mentioned something that she heard on a different podcast, and I was like, "Wait, you were listening to a different podcast?" Yeah. And she was like, "No, it's just on accident." She's like, "No, it's just on accident. It just came on, I swear." And I said, "Okay, I'll let you off the hook this time." But she said they were talking about like the most unattractive traits that men could have, or maybe it was hobbies specifically. And the top one was not even just playing some kind of card game, but Magic the Gathering in particular.
Yeah,
so
shit on Yu-Gi-Oh better. Hell, hold it. Where's the Magic the Gathering anime, bro?
It's because Yu-Gi-Oh wasn't an option on this fucking BuzzFeed quiz they were looking at.
Yeah. So, anyway, shout out to us. I mean, we did like 10 minutes on trading cards, so what else is going on?
We could do a whole lot more on Yu-Gi-Oh cards if we wanted to, But we'll spare you the trouble, I know.
Yeah.
You guys want to do some Spotify Wrapped? I think one of us mentioned, I think it was you, Seth, that like the timeline's coming up soon. Like they're going to start closing.
I think end of October it closes. I can try to verify that real quick.
Yeah.
Well, before we get into that, then, you may have heard, I might have even said it, that Brat Summer is over. And we're actually officially into fall now since we're past the 23rd, right? We're into fall. And so we're kicking off Broadham, if you will.
Broadham.
With the Brat
I
song.
know him.
Brat song of the week, but it's actually not Brat. It's just Charli XCX song of the week. It's called Warm by Charli XCX featuring Haim. I'm not sure which one it is. I always get it confused. I've only ever heard them as a feature also, but she's got pipes, this Haim lady. This Haim lady's got pipes. I gotta tell you that. She can sing on a feature. That it's pretty good. Nice song. Not as like uppity as Brad is, but it's kind of more like a No, I feel like this is like a 2014 Rihanna vibes type thing. If she's still making music, then I don't know. But it's cool. I like it. Little bounce, like housey ish, like full room type stuff.
Nice.
I think it's pretty good. And also, that's gonna be my most played song this year because I accidentally left it on repeat and then I went to sleep. So.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna skyrocket up there because I left it on repeat for
Psycho move?
5 to 6 hours because I just didn't turn my computer off. I just left it on. I just left. And then went to sleep. So it just
Psycho
kept
moves. Sleep aid. House music.
What?
Sleep aid time.
No. Okay, no. Here, I was listening to it on repeat for like 45 minutes as I was fragging out on video games, right, killing people online as I want to do.
Yeah.
And then I got off because I lost the game or whatever. So I got off the computer. I went upstairs to go to sleep. Left it on repeat. So psycho move because I was listening to the same song for 45 minutes straight. Sure, I'll take that. Whatever. That's nothing new for me. You know, we've discussed this. We've covered it. That's covered ground at this point. But yeah, leaving it out on accident, it's going to skew my numbers. I'm a little upset about that. But I knew Charli XCX was going to be on my top artists. I don't know. Lil Uzi Vert might not make it this year. That's my biggest concern. I think.
Wow, that's crazy. He fell off. That's what everybody's saying.
That's brutal.
Well, he just didn't release any music this year.
Yeah, he fell off for real.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Damn.
No, I don't know if he did.
No, I mean, he'll release another album when I listen to it nonstop, so it'll still be there. But,
in the past, Spotify has stated that they stopped collecting data for Spotify Wrapped on October 31st. So it went from January 1st to October 31st. Apparently, they have recently said that they are going to collect data past October 31st.
Whack.
Okay. All right.
It's like we have too many outlier samples of people who really like listening to spooky, scary skeletons. We need to extend our data collection window so we can get some of these outlier externalities out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get some more normalized data here because we think people should be listening to more Morgan Walden than
of course.
Scary skeletons is.
Well, my top podcast is definitely going to be FK the Pod.
Good answer.
Of course.
Where can you find FK the Pod?
You can find FK the Pod everywhere you get your podcasts. We're at FK the Pod, and you can find us on Twitter, X, Instagram, Threads, TikTok. We're also there at FK the Pod. Mm-hmm. Check it out.
That's
if you
right.
haven't
Watch
already.
us on YouTube.
Oh, YouTube as well. Yeah. We're gonna start putting copyright-free movies from the past, like Bambi and stuff on there.
Yeah, we'll put Steamboat Willie in this shit.
Go listen to our last pod to hear more about that.
I mean, if you want, YouTube usually gets the podcast first because I do it the night before and Trent does it the day of.
There you go.
If you want to get in on the first, if you want to be the
if you want to hear about FDWTS, which we're going to do on Thursday. Or whenever we're doing that one,
this is the Thursday one. So
check out YouTube to hear that sooner rather than later.
Yeah, check out if you want to see how Oscars night was.
Yeah,
from people who didn't watch it.
Oscars night, Oscar the Grouch coming in big, for FDWTS there. Oscar
Best supporting Oscar.
He's another
Oscar
one.
De La Hoya,
Oscar. Is Oscar De La Hoya? Who's that?
Oh, I thought that wasn't it. Yeah, Oscar. He was a boxer.
Okay.
What about Oscar Isaac?
Ooh, yeah, Oscar Isaac. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oscar from The Office. There's an Oscar there too.
Oscar, I hardly know her.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, what was I? Oh, Spotify Wrapped. I think that I'll just shout out a couple artists I think are going to be up top. And again, this is sort of recency bias impacted, I think. But I think like my number one-ish probably going to be Van Morrison of Brown Eyed Girl fame. But he has a lot of very good, he has a lot of really good music.
What year is it?
Yeah. I think that album came out in 1973, that first one. Maybe even 1963. Jesus Christ.
50 years old?
I could check.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No. That's not my album of the year. His album. What is this album called? his band and the street choir, and
his band, or is it Van Morrison in the street?
His band, what it's called.
Interesting.
And the one St. Dominic's Preview. Those are the two best albums. St. Dominic's Preview. It's only got 7 songs. It's excellent. Check it out. That thing slaps. My number 2, I'm gonna say, is Sierra Farrell, who is like a sort of Americana country folky person.
Okay.
My number 3, I'll put it with Nora Jones.
What are we talking about? I say these things, and I'm getting like put out here, and he's like, who the fuck are these people?
Would you rather listen to Nora Jones or 10,000 Gex?
10,000 Gex. She's multiplying. Is that what it is? My number 4, I think, will be Lake Street Dive. They had a new album, and it's very good. Their new album. My number 5, I think, will be when did this new Cheek Face joint drop?
Ooh.
It'll be Cheek Face 2024. They might even be higher than I anticipated.
All right.
So I think it'll be pretty eclectic. I've been hitting up a lot of stuff, but basically, by the time I walk into that office, and during my battle with the Keurig machine, I've got my Samsung Galaxy Buds in my ears, and I'm listening to something all day.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, welcome to having a job, bud. Welcome. That's what it is. You just wear headphones all day.
Yeah.
you're just listening to music.
Yeah, and
dude,
the only time I don't have my earpods in is when I have my other headphones on, because I'm in a Can you see my screen?
No, I don't listen to a lot of music at work, which is kind of surprising. So here's what I do.
At work?
If I have free time, when I'm doing my work, I'm not usually listening to anything, which is kind of strange. But when I have a little bit of downtime, I'll go on like pitchfork.com, and I'll see like what new releases have gone out, and like kind of browse through their reviews and everything, and maybe read a couple of reviews on albums, and I'll try to give them a listen. So that's what I've been doing recently. Listen to a lot of new shit.
Such as?
I still, such as, I don't know. Most of the time I listen to like 30 seconds of every song on the album, and I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, this isn't the one for me.
Yeah. But for my top artists, I hate to say it, man, but I think Idols is going to be up there again.
Mm-hmm.
Idols is running the gauntlet again. They came out with their new album this year, Tank. Pretty good.
Are these the
Pretty
industrial
awesome.
folks?
No, it's kind of like post-punk or alternative rock, right?
Please, right.
Mannequin Pussy came out with a new album this year. It's gonna be up there for sure. Dude, besides that, I've kind of been all over the place. There's this new, like, brand new album by MJ Linderman, who was actually, I believe, the drummer for another alternative rock band called Wednesday. But he came out with a new solo album. It's kind of like alternative country folky-esque. Pretty good.
MJ Linderman looks like someone whose music you would listen to.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like a skinny, pasty, greasy-looking guy from Asheville, North Carolina. So.
Oh, Asheville? Nice. We've been there, I think.
Yeah, we have.
The capital.
Dude, yeah, besides those 3, it's anybody's guess, man. Anybody's guess.
Did you just see what DJ Linderman looks like?
Yeah. I was looking up Mr. Linderman. You saying what's his name? Linderman?
MJ Linderman.
That made me think of what's that guy's name? Logan Lerman.
Oh, yeah, he's in some stuff.
He was I think he was Percy Jackson back in the day. Maybe he's Percy Jackson now. Yeah. No, he's Percy Jackson.
I think he's the maze runner, right?
Yeah, he was running. He's running corn. That's what he's doing.
Oh, he's in Perks of Wallflower. He was in Bullet Train, really?
Yeah, he was out there back in the day.
Oh, yeah, dude. Maybe another sleeper post-punk pick on my list. Yard Act. Their album that came out this year is called "Where's My Utopia," and I believe it was like produced by one of the guys from Gorillaz.
Oh,
which is
I think Gorillaz is just one guy. So it's produced by.
Might be 1.5 guys. Might be 2.
Is okay. I thought it was like a Tame Impala thing.
That's
no,
not
I
a
don't
band.
think so.
Huh? That interesting.
The Tame Impala is just one guy.
I think
it's 2 guys.
I think the less
gorillas.
I knew, the better. Yeah.
Okay.
But there are 4. Yeah, that's true. There are 4 gorillas cartoon characters, but there are only 2 gorillas actual band people. I think.
Yeah, that is.
I think I knew the name of one of them. I don't know the names of any of them anymore now.
2D. That's the main guy, I think. Well, the main guy. They got some good songs. The gorillas.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out. Let us know. We're FK the Pod everywhere, as we said. You can also get at us via email, fkthepod@gmail.com, and let us know what your anticipated top songs and artists and stuff are going to be for the year. We'd love to hear it. And when the time comes, make sure to share us as your number 1 podcast to everybody. That'd be great for us.
Photoshop it in. Or do it as a gag.
Oh man. So something else that I wanted to share a news article with you guys.
Oh, good.
So imagine you are a cricket, okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you live in a cave.
Okay.
Okay.
You're what's known as a cave cricket.
Yeah.
You're also from New Mexico. You don't really know that. You're a cave cricket.
Okay.
It's very dark, and you don't have a map because
Is
you're in a
this
cave.
Is this a philosophical question? Like, what do I do as a cave cricket when I leave the cave? Like,
No, it's not. But anyway, you're right. You got limited light. There's not much going on in the cave. Sometimes, like, people walk in there and stuff. You don't really know what they are. Because the cave that you're living in is also part of a national park, the Carlsbad Caverns National Park in New Mexico. Okay. You specifically also live in a region of this cave known as the Big Room, which is a big room within the cave, just like a big cavern. There's probably cave terminology to like better describe this. But you got some tunnels, you got some places where it's like wider. You live in the big room, is what it's called. And you're hopping around, chirping, stuff like that. And you happen across something that you've never seen before, a foreign object that has been left in your habitat. Okay.
Okay. All right.
It's orange.
Okay.
It's crinkly. It's cheesy.
Okay, Trent, do you think it's a nip or a nit? Do you think it's an it or a nip? What do you want, team it or team nip?
Dude, I'm neither.
Oh.
I think it's something else. I think it's a Cheeto.
Okay.
I'm going with
Trent.
I'm going with
Trent, you have it. A full bag of Cheetos.
Okay.
Discarded by a visitor to the Big Room in Carlsbad Caverns National Park in New Mexico has led the U.S. National Park Service to issue a warning that discarded food could have a huge impact on the cave's delicate and at-risk ecosystem.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Leave no trace, bro. Don't go anywhere. Don't pick anything up. Don't touch any rocks. Don't make those stupid fucking towers out of the stones.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Don't be touching nothing. Don't be taking nothing. Don't trash in, trash out. Be a steward of the environment, asshole.
Yeah. My question is, why are we a cricket? Did we eat the Cheetos?
Yeah.
And then like grow a goatee and put on sunglasses, or?
Yeah. You became the Big Lebowski.
Mike Chester cricket.
At the scale of human perspective, a spilled snack bag, even though this is a full bag of Cheetos, like, I don't know, I would go after my full bag of Cheetos if I dropped it in the cave. At the scale of human perspective, a spilled snack bag may seem trivial, but to the life of the cave, it can be world-changing, the park said in its post about the garbage that was recently discovered there, threatening the balance of the unique cave system environment. And this is an article from The Guardian by Edward Helmore. So what happened was...
I guess the comments aren't great about it, and people are not of the same like mind as me, I'm going to assume. I'm going to say, why the fuck, who cares, it's garbage.
Well, what happened was the processed corn, softened by the humidity of the cave, formed the perfect environment to host microbial life and fungi. Cave crickets, such as ourselves, mites, spiders, and flies soon organize into a temporary food web, dispersing the nutrients to the surrounding cave, Molds spread higher up to the nearby surfaces, die and stink, and the cycle continues.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So the park rangers spent 20 minutes removing molds and foreign debris from inside surfaces of the cave, which honestly does not seem like that much time.
That's gotta suck ass. No, what are you talking about? Yeah, I gotta scrape the walls of this goddamn cave because some fucking asshole dropped their Cheetos bag. What are you talking about? That would suck. I'd be heated for like the entire time I'm doing it, plus 30 minutes on the front and back of that. And then I'm also going to complain about it for 15 minutes to 2 or 3 other individuals in my life. Like at some point, like everybody's going to hear about how I had to spend 45 minutes cleaning up Cheetos. Like,
yeah, everybody's going to hear. I spent all day cleaning mold. Well, cave ecosystems are well known due to their dependence on limited food sources and being acutely susceptible to disruption from human activity. So while the cave crickets, right, they were loving this when the Cheetos first dropped. Everybody's eating the Cheetos, having a great time, chirping their little heads off. Soon predators from the outside world came in because everybody's making such a racket. So like normally there aren't certain types of bats in there, but bats flew in because they're like, oh shit, something's going down. And they're messing with the ecosystem, etc. But I like to think that these animals and insects, arachnids as well, were enjoying their time while these Cheetos were dropped.
It's just hyped off of the MSG that's in them shits.
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
Crazy.
Ultimately, it just did have a negative impact. But I want to put you back in the perspective of being the cave cricket. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Somehow you make a wish on the cricket star, and you get to wish
Cheeto puffs.
for a particular type of treat to be dropped in your cave hole.
In your cave hole.
What kind of treat do you want dropped in your cave hole that you can eat and that can mess with your cave ecosystem?
Ooh, that's a good question, man.
I'm torn between 3 different options. All of them are mixes. Okay, I'm looking for a variety. I'm really if I'm trying to have a good snack as a cricket and I'm trying to fuck up my entire ecosystem, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some kind of mix, whether that's Chex, Gardettos, or Munchies, to be determined.
Oh, dude, I haven't thought about Munchies in a long time.
Dude, I don't know how Munchies are like less than the sum of its parts. I don't know if it's Cheetos, Cheez-Its, or Cheetos, Doritos, pretzels,
mini Doritos.
Yeah, mini Doritos, pretzels, and like maybe one other thing in them. And then somehow it's worse. Like somehow they just like all taste worse than they do individually.
I disagree with you here, but
no, you get one of those little snack pouches of Munchies, okay? Because they don't sell them in a bag, like anything larger than one individual pouch. You get yourself a little Munchie pouch, and tell me that these don't all taste worse like than their counterparts.
Okay. Maybe it's because they're mini Doritos. You know, the mini M&Ms tend to be better than bigger M&Ms, but maybe mini Doritos don't really have it going.
Mini Dorito. Yeah, I mean, if you go too big on the Dorito, like the Dorito shell at Taco Bell, like you don't even taste the Dorito that much.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Gardettos because they're bold.
Okay. Yeah. Gardettos. That's a really good choice. I respect that one for sure. I think, dude. I'm tempted to say corn nuts. Corn nuts are good.
Okay.
Yeah. Corn nuts are cool. But also there's maybe an option for some like beef jerky. I think that's a practical option.
Dude. You're totally flipping the freaking food web on its head there.
Yeah.
With in what situation is a cricket eating beef jerky? That's crazy.
Change my answer to a Slim Jim. Give me one of them Slim Jim sticks, the spicy ones.
Or a sleeper pick, in my opinion, is gonna be I'm praying for someone who just got back from the 7-Eleven. They're going down in the cave. And they bring one of those little baggies that has a couple of roller snacks in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're targeting somebody who just like smoked a bunch of weed, then went to 7-Eleven, was like, let's go to Carlsbad Caverns, dude.
Oh shit! I dropped my taquito. That's what we're looking at. That's okay. Okay. Well, I was thinking of also, dude. Nerds gummy clusters would fuck an ecosystem up real bad.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
They'd all have cavities. It'd be horrible for the infrastructure.
The cave would get bigger. More cavities in it.
That's good. That's good. So my first thought actually was there's this new product also by the Cheeto company. They're called Chester's Ranch Fries.
Okay. All right.
Which are like...
Are they like the Chester's fries, but they're ranch flavored?
Yes, yeah. So it's kind of like Cool Ranch Doritos, but in the form of little fry-like things.
I hate those. There's a Tony's fries also. They're so weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
don't know
you for liking them, I guess.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And my second thought was Funyuns. So these ranch fries are my like recent love, but Funyuns have been my first love for a long time in terms of salty snack food.
Is your third option the Ruffles that smell, the cheese and sour cream?
That's good. I feel like the more smelly it is, the more potential it has to impact the ecosystem.
Loving them smelly snacks.
Oh yeah.
No,
that's
but
why they're unplugging the coffee machine you're walking by, because you're walking around with Funyon breath. You got them little Funyon fingers.
No, I limit my Funyun intake. I haven't had Funyuns in a while, so then it's like when I have them, I eat like the whole family size bag, and man. And I'm eating them so fast, chewing them, man. I'm like my tongue. You know how like when you eat too many Sour Patch Kids or whatever, your tongue gets a little like sore or whatever from all the sourness. I get that, but from Funyuns.
I probably had 4 servings of Funyuns in my entire life.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I can put down 4 servings in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a sucker for them cheese. I want them cheese chips or those cheese corn snacks. You know, I don't.
So my ultimate answer for most fun, most damage done to the ecosystem. You know, let's have a good time. We're here for a good time, not for a long time. Is I want somehow. Kind of like Trent, right? We have to be in a special circumstance where somebody's coming from somewhere in particular.
Oh, yeah.
But we've got some, like, divorced dads or something, and they're coming here.
An interesting snack.
They're... it's a group of... It's a group of them. But they're not just coming from, you know, I don't know where divorced dads hang out. They're coming specifically from some like pool hall.
Convention. Gotcha.
and what they've got is they've each got a handful of like bar nuts. Ugh. And so they trip and drop all these bar nuts into the ecosystem. So we not only have the peanuts, but we also have like every hand's germs. And I think that's really going to mess with the ecosystem. It's really going to be crazy in there.
One of them went to the bathroom in the dive bar and didn't wash his hands.
Exactly.
And grab the nuts. And then grab the nuts that were on the bar.
Ugh.
Hey,
yeah.
You know, in that case, if I really wanted to fuck up the ecosystem and I was a cricket, I'd be hoping for like a caniac combo, you know, from Raising Cane's.
Okay.
Give me a box combo, 4 fingers, extra fries, leave the slaw, you know.
Let me just get a full blooming onion, man.
Yeah. I want.
Oh my god!
I want a whole rack of ribs.
Can you imagine like you're a cave cricket? Somehow you hitch a ride in somebody you hop onto somebody's like backpack or whatever as they're walking through your cave. After they go to Carlsbad Caverns, they're going to Raising Cane's or whatever, and they're ordering at the drive-thru, and you just keep on chirping at the people, but they're not hearing you, or they can't understand you because you're a cricket, right? And they're a human. Tragic. If
tough.
only. Yeah. There's also some other news recently. These news stories are often paired together because they're related. But one of the chemicals in nacho cheese Doritos, I think it's like a dye, one of the dyes, which is also used, for example, in Cheetos. They determined that if you apply enough of it, it can turn the skin of mice in labs transparent.
Oh, let's go. If I eat enough Cheetos, I'll be Sue Storm.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it applies. I don't know if it'd be your whole body or just like the outer layer.
So you see my guts. So I'm free X-rays. I'm free X-rays. You're saying?
Yeah, it's a cheap Halloween costume, I guess. I don't know how many Cheetos. Maybe it's not that cheap.
It's the semi-translucent man.
Dude, I think this is something that we've kind of known for a while, right? Because everybody knows that gamers love Doritos.
Yeah.
And gamers are pale as fuck.
Yeah, I think that's more correlated to the basement-dwelling individual nature of them rather than the more touching grass thing rather than eating this thing. Because you're only eating Doritos and Mountain Dew like in November when COD drops, bro. That's the only time you got to eat them chips. Okay, that's the only time XP matters at the beginning.
But how much are these lab rats seeing the sun?
That's true.
How often are these lab rats?
They see it at recess every day. I'm sure they get to go outside. So it's yellow 5 that is making them transparent, which I'm sure you've seen on something.
So they label all these dyes with numbers, right? And like, red 40 is like the devil or whatever. But like, where's red 1 through 39? Like, where's red 52? Like, where are the other? They probably there's got to be more than just 40 reds. Or also, how the fuck do we get to 40 reds? Like,
the other ones were really bad.
Like,
the other ones were much worse.
This shit's fucking green. Like, red 5 was just blue. Like, we couldn't figure it out. What's blue but smells like red dye?
Well, apparently, this person on Reddit says, "I remember red 2, which was approved for food and beverages in the 70s." But is no longer approved because I think it's worse than
it's probably like 90% lead.
Yeah, it's just lead. It's just lead paint that they're putting into like your ketchup and stuff.
Yeah, it was actually a typo. It was supposed to be lead 2.
Oh, apparently red 2 is amaranth, which is I've heard a word that I've heard before at least. They take it from amaranth grain. Okay.
Yeah. I thought amaranth was big. I thought we needed to start growing amaranth because it's like better for us than wheat.
Well, I know she's a big Twitch streamer.
Really? Amaranth. Yeah.
Wow. Banned since 1976 by the FDA as a suspected carcinogen. Still legal in the UK, where it's commonly used to give glacé cherries their distinctive.
At least we're not getting shot up in school.
Yeah, it's because I graduated, bro.
I can't do the British accent, so that's why I didn't do it. At least you're not
getting fucking shot at school. I don't know. I never thought it was that crazy. I guess I was just kind of in it. Like, when we were doing the lockdown drills, I'm like, whatever, I didn't really. The wires never really connected. Like, oh, it's just because people get shot in school. Like, that was just like, I don't know. I was always thinking, okay, we're all locked in here, but like, I'm gonna go crazy when they go in there. I'm gonna stab them with the scissors. Like, that was always my mentality during these lockdown drills. I was like, I'm gonna die hard this shit, and I'm gonna save the whole school.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I think I don't know if we ever did shooter drills in my school, but we did tornadoes. So.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty important for Alabama. The state with the most tornado deaths in the country.
Yeah,
but not the most tornadodos.
Dude, that's a crazy statistic. I did not know that.
Yeah, it makes you think it's a infrastructure problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it has something to do with the wealth of a state. Who knows?
Or maybe like the government of it, or like the fact that they're 49th or 50th in every single health and or safety statistic in the country. But that's whatever. At least they're not hiding missiles in their houses in Alabama, so we'll be fine.
Yeah, not very many caves. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, your favorite caves, rabbit holes,
tunnels.
Are you more of a nook person or are you more of a cranny guy?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Let us know. fkthepod@gmail.com, fkthepod on the social medias, including X the Everything app. I think that's funny, so I'm gonna keep saying it. But happy birthday, Merry Christmas! Thanks for listening to the show. Adios.
The Everything app.